Hey there. Before we get into today's episode, I've got something exciting to share with you. On Thursday, January the 9th, I'm hosting a free interactive co-working session to help you kick off Q1 with clarity and confidence. In 1 hour, we'll work together to pick the right goal for the season of your life, identify the resources you already have to make progress, and build a plan that actually works. No more spinning your wheels. This is the same process that helped me leave my part-time job and grow my business, and I can't wait to share it with you. So don't wait. Head to the show notes now and click the link to grab your seat. Let's make 2025 the year you finally take action on the goals that matter most to you. I'll see you there. One day, very soon, spring weather is going to be here. Spring is one of my favorite seasons. What about you? I love spring because the warmer temperatures bring out a renewed energy. For me, this usually means a lot of cleaning, not only around the house, but also in my business. So today I'm going to talk to you about a few ways that you can spring clean your business so you can be more productive and strategic with your time.
Welcome to the More Than Capable Mompreneur podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Baker, a coffee-loving mom and perfectionist in recovery that started as a virtual assistant and turned into a total systems geek. My goal is to help you, the busy woman with a tight schedule and an aversion to technology, create systems in your business so that it runs as efficiently as possible, which boosts your productivity. Then you'll have the brain space and the time you need to invest in yourself, grow your business, and create success on your own terms without the burnout. So grab your cup of coffee, some sparkling water, or pour a glass of your favorite wine, and let's dive into today's topic.
Spring is a great time of the year to clear out the clutter in your business so that you can really align your operations with your goals for the year. In the past few episodes, I've really focused on the way your business is set up and how it operates. And the beginning of the year is a great time to look at the big picture of your business, as well as your mission and your vision so that you can maximize the time that you have and make some great things happen in your business. Once you've identified the strategic moves that you want to make to grow your business, you also need to make sure that your business operations can support that. And the tips I'm going to share today will help you do some sprucing up behind the scenes so that you end up with a clean, organized, and efficient business. And you can get a lot accomplished in those mom cracks of time. So where should you get started? Well, first thing, you need to do some device cleanup. We spend our lives on our phones, tablets, and computers. So that being said, yours is probably a hot mess, not to mention the germs. So you definitely probably need to wipe it off. Now, I won't talk about all of the things that you touch before touching your phone or all of the places that you take it. So just take a few minutes to clean your phone, your earbuds, any other phone accessories you have, and don't forget your tablet, your laptop keyboard, or your mouse. But now you also need to scroll through your camera roll and delete some of those selfies, even if they're of your kids, photos, and videos. All of us have things in there that are just taking up storage space. But before you do this, make sure that you're backing up your phone data on a regular basis so you don't lose anything. You can actually set this up automatically. My iPhone automatically backs up my photos and videos to my Dropbox. And then as far as the backups of my phone data, that automatically happens. It's backed up to the cloud. This way, I don't have to worry about losing anything that I delete, and it saves me space. Next, I need you to go through your apps and delete any that you don't use. Now, if you haven't opened an app in the past 6 months and you don't see yourself doing so for the next 6 months, then delete it. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can enable the offload unused app setting, which automatically removes apps that you haven't used for some time. The great thing about this setting is the apps aren't actually permanently deleted from your phone. Your data and the documents remain on your device, but it's not taking up space. And you can easily re-download the app whenever you want, and it puts your data back in. And also, if you don't want your phone to automatically delete certain apps, even if you don't lose them a lot, but you don't want to have to download it and go through that process, you can set the offload function to just do this for certain apps. And whatever apps you decide to keep on your phone, you need to organize them into folders. This will make it easier for you to locate them, which will save you time. Next, you need to clean up your inbox. Chances are your inbox is cluttered and out of control. One of the biggest culprits and time stealers is probably the number of newsletters that you're subscribed to. So get started by unsubscribing to those unread newsletters. You should also think about setting up an email just for like those freebies, downloads, seminars, online courses, etc., all those things. I did this and it has been a game changer. But I also have rules and folders set up in my inbox, which automatically sort my emails by subject or sender as they come in. This saves me a ton of time because I don't have to do that. But this only works because of the file structure that I have in place. So you may need to establish one for yourself so that you can get some automation in place that does the sorting for you as well. Now, I'm not going to leave you hanging with details because I've actually shared a lot of information about this on the podcast before. There's actually a 3-part series I did called the Productive Home Business Series, where I cover organizing your business, your digital, your paper files, and your inbox. I'm going to put links to all 3 episodes in the show notes. Now, speaking of paper files, declutter your office space. Whether you have a designated home office or if it's just a corner of your bedroom or your kitchen, there are probably a few piles of paper that you need to just go ahead, sort, and get rid of. Now is a good time to go through them and get them organized if you're keeping any of them. So keep what you really need, shred and recycle the rest if you don't need it. Get rid of old appointment books, throw out old sticky notes and that outdated to-do list. Try switching to digital tools to schedule your appointments and organize your notes. Use an electronic calendar like Google Calendar or iCal, and that will give you digital reminders for things on your calendar. And try using an app like Trello to organize those notes and random thoughts that generate ideas for your business. That way you lose the sticky notes and you have access to those lists on your desktop and even on your mobile devices. Now, in episode 35, I actually share 3 ways that you can organize your business using Trello. You can organize your digital links, your business contacts, even your business leads. So be sure to go back and listen to that episode for details as well. Next up, let's talk about refreshing your website. When was the last time you really looked at your digital presence? You need to make sure that your website has been backed up, number 1. And if you don't have a schedule set up for this to happen automatically, you need to get that in place and definitely make sure that all of your plugins are updated. Also, think about giving your website a fresh look by maybe changing the colors a little bit and definitely update your images if you haven't done this in a while. And don't forget to check the copyright date on your website in your footer. My point with this is make sure you kind of switch things around to give your customers a fresh experience. And don't forget to check your links. Do they all work or has something changed? You don't want broken links on your website. And if the direction of your business has evolved over the past year or so, this is definitely a good time to consider updating your wording or even rebranding to make sure that your website accurately represents you online. And another part of your online presence is your social media accounts. When was the last time you made changes to your social media profiles? Well, now is a great time to update these as well. Add a current photo of yourself. Make sure the link in your Instagram bio works. In all your links in your bios, do they work? Add new projects to your LinkedIn profile, publications, or other relevant achievements that you've accomplished. You should also review who you follow online if you haven't done this in a while. Do a follow audit. Social media has a big influence on our thinking, so there may be some accounts that no longer align with your business or your values. Or you may simply be in a different phase of your business and have just outgrown some accounts. Well, it's okay to unfollow them, especially if you don't interact with them on a regular basis. I've made a habit of doing this once a quarter, and it has helped me keep the people in my feed that I want to see and that I want to interact with. So I think I've given you enough. This is a nice size laundry list for you to do some spring cleaning. So let's just do a quick review of those areas. 1, clean your devices physically and internally. Clean up your inbox. Number 2, Number 3, throw away those piles of paper in and around your workspace. Number 4, refresh your website. And number 5, refresh your social media accounts. Now, if you're wondering why you should even think about doing this, well, simply put, it's going to help you feel so much better as the new season arrives. Spring flowers are about to start blooming. Everyone's about to start planting flowers in their yard. The trees are going to be turning green and blooming. Soon, everything around you is going to be beautiful and will make us feel good. Well, guess what? Your environment also contributes to how you feel, and it's a reflection of your mental state. So when you look around and your office is clean, your screen is smudge free, you can find the app, the email, or the document that you're looking for quickly, you're going to be motivated and definitely be more productive. So block out some time to get the cleaning done in like 10 to 15 minute increments, at least 2 days a week or more if you can. You will be amazed at how much you can get done in these mom cracks of time. So I want to thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I'm really excited that spring is right around the corner because I'm looking forward to taking longer walks outside, sipping my coffee in one of my happy places. And if you followed me on Instagram, then you will get to see them on a regular basis because I always share. And if you don't, let's fix that. I'm _Shannon Baker and I want to connect with you. DM me and tell me what do you like about spring. I would love to hear from you. And remember, you are more than enough. So until next time, keep calm and streamline.